Historically, hospices, or guest houses, were heard of during the time of the Crusades, where travelers would be taken in and cared for, usually in the hospice of a monastery, and often nursed back to health. Today, the word hospice reflects caring for persons who are on their last pilgrimage, their last journey in life. In 1981, a group of community volunteers sensitive to the needs of terminally ill patients on their last journey formed Belleville Hospice, one of the nation's first not-for-profit community-based hospices. Belleville Hospice began as a small-scale volunteer effort and has grown into Hospice of Southern Illinois Incorporated, the major care provider in the Metro East and Southern Illinois area.
When I was told by the doctors there was nothing else that could be done for me, at first I was angry and in denial. Then I was referred to and evaluated by a wonderful service called Hospice of Southern Illinois. It was then that I was told that just because I was terminal did not mean I could not be home and be kept comfortable. With the wonderful nurses, doctor, and the CNAs, I am able to be home and have received the best care anyone could ask for. I would highly recommend Hospice of Southern Illinois to anyone who needs this type of care so they could be in their own home. I cannot express in words the feelings of satisfaction I have towards my wife and Hospice of Southern Illinois for making what time I have left as comfortable as possible and for being able to be home with my family.
I agree that, even though I've got family support and I've got family that care about me, I don't want to say I don't want to be a burden, but I don't want to tie them down. Taking care of me. And as they've told me, they are not here to treat me. They're here to take care of me, to make my life meaningful, to make my life have purpose, to meet my wishes. Because one of the things they always say is, what do you want to do? Hospice has been another family. They come in and they provide you comfort. They provide you connection. They give you courage. They make you feel at home. We need to find a way to let people know that it's a worthwhile service. Because I'm dying with dignity. I'm dying with dignity. The past is in the past, the future is unknown, but you can live in the present, and that's why they call it a gift. Now that's not mine, that's an anonymous, but that's the way I try to live my life.
This year marks 35 years of providing much-needed hospice services to local communities, serving 60 patients that first year to over 2,000 patients alone in 2015. While the landscape of healthcare has changed dramatically in these past 35 years, Hospice of Southern Illinois remains steadfast in the mission to enhance the quality of life for individuals and their loved ones touched by a terminal illness. Something else that hasn't changed: the commitment to providing care regardless of the patient's or family's ability to pay for services. Hospice of Southern Illinois relies on the generosity of families and the community to help fund compassionate and caring hospice programs. While some funding comes from Medicare and Medicaid benefits, as well as private insurance, many patients are neither benefit eligible nor have available resources. That's why donors are so important. Donors make the difference in many lives with gifts both immediate and planned. In 2015, the amount of uncompensated care was over $168,000. No amount is too small to make a difference.
Hi, this is Rex Buddy, President and CEO of Southern Illinois Healthcare. I wanted to take a brief moment and share with everybody some of my experiences with Hospice of Southern Illinois and ask you to support this organization. Hospice of Southern Illinois does a wonderful job caring for the terminally ill. Hospice of Southern Illinois does a great job with their grief counseling and the materials they provide to the families so that they can put their lives back together. I know I benefited from those services and really appreciate the fact that they can provide that level of service to the region. I ask everybody to be supportive of Hospice of Southern Illinois Support them with your time, support them with your treasure. Use their services if you need to. And don't be afraid to be supportive of the types of things that they ask you to do. They do make a difference in people's lives. They do help people pull their lives back together after a tragedy. And they are a valuable resource here in Southern Illinois. So please, once again, I ask you to support this organization. Hospice of Southern Illinois does a lot of great service for the region, and they make a big difference in lots of people's lives.
Hospice of Southern Illinois is a not-for-profit organization. It truly depends on community support. So that's why it's very important that you dig deep and give of your dollar in order to afford patients the quality of life they deserve at the end of their journey.
Hospice of Southern Illinois is ready when the time comes for someone you care about. Until then, can we count on you now to help others?